Hi, second grade. Today we are going to be making a picture that shows both day and night. You're going to need your art sketchbook or some white drawing paper, pencil, Sharpie, and eraser. We will not be coloring this time. We'll talk about the very special way that we're going to be coloring this next week. For your sketchbook, you're going to want to turn it so that your paper is horizontal, so it is wider in front of you. And the first thing that you're going to do is figure out the middle of your pages and draw a line right down the center. Doesn't have to be perfectly the center, but just doing your best and trying to make a straight line. Now, it's going to be one picture, so we're going to kind of ignore the line for now for our main building. We're going to be making a little barn. So the first thing that I want you to do is make a rectangle. Nice and neat. Take your time. You can always pause this if I go too fast. So you should have a line down the center and your rectangle. Then I'm going to make a box on this side and put a triangle on top. So we're just using some shapes right now to build our structure. Now I want you to look at how this side of my triangle angles in, and I'm going to do that same line but over here, just one side of the triangle. And then I'm going to connect across the top to make my roof line. I'm going to also add a window on the side, and you're going to add some more details on your own, but I'm going to make a big door here across the front of my barn, and you can decide if you want your barn door to be open and see what's going on inside of your barn, or if you want it to be closed and show the door closed. You don't have to draw that right now. I'm also going to put a silo next to here, so I'm going to make a tall rectangle shape next to it, but I'm going to make it look like a cylinder by curving the bottom and curving the top and putting a rounded roof on there. I'm going to show the details on the silo by just curving my lines across. And you can make a little door on there if you want to. I'm going to make the entrance pathway into the barn by making my lines angle out towards me. See how they get farther apart as they get closer to me? That's showing the space that this is set back. On both sides, I want you to make a tree. They could be the same or different. I'm going to do different ones. I'm going to make on this side a little pine tree by just doing zigzag style lines. You can add some more details on there if you want. And on this side, I'm going to make a different tree. Again, you can always pause this if I'm going too fast. So we've pretty much filled up across the center of our page. I'm going to draw my horizon line in by making a line that goes behind everything. I'm going to pretend like it continues back there and over on this side too. So this shows where the sky is going to come down and meet the ground. Now in the sky, I'm going to make this side be nighttime, so I'm going to draw a moon. And on this side, I'm going to add a sun. Now you could just do a circle, or if you want to add rays coming off of your sun on this one, you can. I'm going to add some birds flying in the distance. And on this side, I'm going to add some stars. You don't have to. You can if you want to. Now my barn is pretty plain. I want you to think about what would you see down in this area. You know, maybe there's a little pond here. You could even draw ducks in the pond or a swan. You know, maybe there's animals outside or animals looking in through the barn. You could have flowers growing. Maybe there's a garden growing. Add some details in your picture. And then today, when you're done adding your details, I want you to trace everything and erase. So once you're done tracing all of your lines, and don't forget to trace this dividing line down the center, I want you to stop and not color anything, because we are going to be using a very special way and using our colors in a special way to show day and night. So please wait to do any coloring today. Just go ahead and trace everything so that you are ready for next week. Make sure to post a picture when you are all done so that I can see how your picture turned out so far. Have fun, you guys.